Dates. Okay, in this lesson, we're going to look at a couple ways to format dates and then a couple ways to kind of debug how they may appear in your spreadsheet. The things I'm going to show you happen to most people at some point or another. And I'm going to give you a little overview of how Excel and other computer programs actually treat dates. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, I'm on my Formatting Dates tab, and I've already zoomed in so you guys can see. And what we have here is we have a short date and a long date format. Now, I am going to just go ahead and highlight those and put them back to general so you can see, oh, there's these crazy numbers. I'll explain that in a second, but for now, just keep in mind that these are dates. Now, I want to format this as a short date, so I'm going to go up to my number formatting group and pull down till I get short date. It's that simple. Now, if I go to long date, I can go there and I can go down to click on long date. Okay, pretty easy. So that's really like all there is to formatting dates, but I wanted just to show you that the dates in Excel are actually stored as a number. So sometimes you're going to come into a spreadsheet and you're going to see a column you expect to see dates, and you're going to see just numbers like this. And you might freak out a little bit, but don't. All you have to do is format those as a date, and everything will look right again. Okay? So let's see how easy that was. So now I'm going to talk about two simple date functions that I'll show you, and we might get to a couple more date functions later as far as calculating differences with dates. But now I just want to show you these two. One is called now. You just type equals, type now. That will put in the current date and time. And then one's called today. That does the current date without any time component at all. Then there's reasons to use this. You might have a model where you want to tag when users came in, and you could use the now function to get the date, or things like that. Well, now let's go down to the cell we're calling beginning of time. And you're probably going to see something like this at some point, where a bunch of date cells come up as 1/1/1900, or even worse, they come up as 10/1900. So I'm going to explain how Excel manages dates with numbers. At the same time, we're going to show how to fix this error. Okay? So Excel does store dates just as a number. Now, the formula bar, this is one of the few exceptions where it's not going to always show the exact number. If it's formatted as a date, the formula bar will show it as a date. So I'm going to format this back to my general so I can get a number, and I just get 0. Okay, that doesn't make sense really. When I was over here, if I had these formatted as a general, I got some crazy huge number, 44,607. Well, here's the secret. Okay, when Excel stores a number as a date, the number is the number of days since January 1st of 1900. Okay, so if I click in February and put that to a general number, that's going to say 32 because there was 31 days in January, and then so the first day of February would be the 32nd day since January 1st, 1900. The neat thing about that is if you're just trying to figure out how many days are between two dates, it's simple math. You can just subtract one from the other. So this is January 1st of 2000 and January 1st of 2001. Subtract one from the other, I get 366. The last thing I want to show you with dates is how Excel stores times with dates. Okay, so we already talked about the number of the day being the number of days since 1900. Well, when you're storing time, what Excel does is it actually is just displaying the fraction of a day. So any date that has 0.25 at the end is going to end up being 6 a.m. And I'll go ahead and go up here and format this to show time. At 50, that's 50% of the day, so that's 12 p.m. And 63, let's see what that is. I'm not sure what that is, so I can just go ahead and go to time. 63 is 3 p.m. And then 92 is probably going to be 10 p.m. Yep. So there you have it. You've got your options to format dates and the understanding that it is just a number as far as Excel is concerned. And if you ever see just a number there, all you have to do is go back and format it as a date.